Take me where the dreams fly higher.
Well, I'll be. Welcome back. I'm so happy to see you. You know, I just learned something actually incredible during that intro. So I was gathering up all the latest news you could use. Today is technically the 40th anniversary date, I guess, of The Legend of Zelda. I had no idea until just now. That's incredible. So there's your initial dose of great news for the night. That is the like I knew it was 40 years old. I didn't know that was today. Oh my. Yeah, you take a look around and like some of these articles like Polygon, just look at the title of this. It's like there's so much to learn from Zelda even 40 years later. All right, well, welcome to Wrenn. I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday evening so far. I think it's about to get just a touch better, and the way to do that is to grab your comfort beverage of choice. As usual for me, it's lemon ginger tea, a touch of honey. Grab your beverage right now, get it ready, and ensconce yourself in a bit of intentional leisure with just a little sip before we get started. It's fantastic. All right, we're tangled up in cords. All right. As you might have seen, we are going to be indulging ourselves in Hades 2 tonight. This game has been on my mind quite a bit lately, and we are absolutely going to finish the topside version of the campaign. If you don't know, you'll find out as we go, but there's two different routes you can go in this one. You go to the underworld, but you also go up to the surface, all the way to Mt Olympus. And we're on a quest right now to destroy Typhon, the king of all monsters. And you might have seen in the description, I tried to do it earlier today around lunchtime and completely failed. Just got hosed. Didn't even see it coming. So we're here for revenge. It's what we're for. Before we do that, since I like to promise you, all the news you can use, going along with the Nintendo thing, I guess there's a lot of hubbub about Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. How about that? Yeah, I'm kind of excited for them too. I guess the only thing that's unfortunate about it, because they seem great. I've been actually playing Pokemon Blue, just the original. I just kind of found that I missed it, but man, it's kind of a lot, but it's got its own charm to it. I did see people saying, yeah, if you like that, you should do Fire Red and Leaf Green. So now I'll get a chance to, and I guess, I don't know if they're gonna be remade a little bit. They seem to be digital ports of the classics. I suppose I should look into some more details on that, because they're charging $20 for the game. And if they're doing something like they did with Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, where they modernize it, I can't see them doing that though, because they basically already did with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So there wouldn't be a whole lot to gain from that. It still seems a little bit weird to charge $20 for a Game Boy Advance game. How many years after initial release? 30, I guess. I guess it's its 30th anniversary. Worth double checking. Yeah. I don't know. it could still be fun. I mean, there's a lot of fun about playing the old retro games. I don't need to tell any of you that. Yeah, you think it's a bit much too? Who knows? There could be some there could be some quality of life updates. GTA 5 milked the industry dry. Yeah. I mean, look at Skyrim. How many times have you purchased Skyrim? It's a meme at this point. Who knows? Maybe subtle improvements. There could be. It's a tough call, because if they weren't going to do that, they would just put it on the Nintendo Switch Online and be done with it. They've already got the Game Boy Advance on there, I'm pretty sure, and I would think that would be kind of trivial. On the other hand, if you buy the game, then theoretically you keep it for as long as you have a Switch or a Switch 2. You don't need a subscription for it. But how many of us did that with the Wii U? I certainly don't have any of those games coming through. Well, that's the big news. I mean, there's other DLC and stuff coming out, but there's nothing super fun and exciting. I mean, Ubisoft is still doing their thing. I guess they've got some more layoffs going, but I suppose they also said, hey, we're remaking Splinter Cell. So it's like, well, how are you going to do that? Yeah, you get equal parts hype and then uncertainty. All right, well, let's get going on Hades 2. I gotta tell you, what? Now hold on just a second here. It's telling me my Cloud Sync game is out of date. I think that's because I keep bouncing between Steam Deck and PC. That is going to be the worst thing in the world. Oh, what do you do here? I think the only thing I can do is grab the Steam Deck real quick, make sure it's synced. I don't know why it didn't though. Great. Well, this is cool. I had everything prepared. No technical problems so far, if you'll notice. Camera's working great. The microphone was unmuted today. I think we're golden. We finally nailed the streaming thing. And then what happens? The game defies me. Alright. I have to sneak to the other room and grab my Steam Deck. So I'm going to put you on the BRB screen for just a hot second. I'll be right back. All right, let's try this again. All right, so grab the Steam Deck, and I'm kind of amazed that this is even a problem. Oh, it's because I have the game running. That would be the problem. All right. All right, this shouldn't be an issue. We'll just exit the game, sync the cloud, and then be done with it. That's embarrassing. Cool. Now we're up to date. Cool. Let's do this for real this time. Cloud status up to date. I think we're golden. We'll make double dog sure before I switch us into game mode. There we go. All right. Switch channels here. Pause the CD player and switch the game capture to Hades. All right. Does it tell me? Okay, 39 nights. So 39 runs so far. This is Hades 2 is like the first one. Once it grabs you, it does. It's really tough, but you just chip away little by little.
Which to start with?
And eventually you
Now
just
for the
start to
silver pool.
actually get halfway good at it. So in this case, I'm using the skull, the aspect of Millenaway. I just really like this thing, and I'm having a hard time letting it go because, frankly, I've found that I can just make it work. What do we got over here? I have something I can
see
unlock.
you gather countless dead in cold and dark domains. The hidden aspect of hell.
There's another aspect. I have Frostmane, which grants the way of the Valkyrie. I don't know what that means. Your attack fires continuously, but you cannot use Omega moves. Okay. Okay. We'll worry about that later. That actually seems really cool. I would converse with him, but we got business.
Olympus,
So we're taking
here
the
I
Chaos
come.
Boon thing. Let's see what we start with.
It's now or never.
Our specials deal 100% damage. I love it. And we start with a Daedalus Hammer. So, if you're not familiar with the concept is that it's roguelike. We go through the same regions every time, but the boons and other things you'll see here are randomized every time. So you have some degree of control over it, but basically I picked the starting weapon. And then you make do with the stuff you find along the way. So right from the start, we get bolstered array, rapid driver, or fetching array. Shells flying back is kind of cool. Specials 35% faster. Honestly, I'll take 2 extra shells.
Enchanted
So
for
the
the night.
shells are basically the skulls that we send them around. They hit things, but we have to pick them up. So an extra 2 are not hurt us.
Follow the
Pause the
river
river,
Acheron
see?
beyond the necropolis.
All right, so we can see on the gate. First god we'll encounter is Aphrodite.
That's that.
Look at you beneath the shining moonlight. Welcome, gorgeous, to the lovely surface of our world. Please stay as long as you like. Or as long as you can. Of late, it's been a little rough.
All right. So this is interesting. So this Flutter Flourish, it gives us 200% damage increase to specials to nearby foes, and we currently have that Transcendent Flourish thing here from Chaos that's given us 100%. So we'll have like a total of 300% boost to that. That seems really great. Now, the Chaos Boon only lasts for 8 encounters, so that is going to switch probably before we finish the region and we can take the trinket off. But this still seems kind of cool. I also like this Flutter Strike that attacks deal more damage to nearby foes, but I think we can do better than that. So let's take that
My
Flutter
heart.
Flourish. I think that's going to be pretty solid. Whether or not we have the Chaos Boon for an extra 100%, that still makes it a pretty good hit, and we will be using that everywhere. All right, so here's the whole city. We have, do I have mouse cursor? No, I sure don't. Okay. Let's see, we can go, I'm probably going to go straight for Apollo on the left there, and probably Demeter as well. There's a build that I like where I can't remember how. I think it's a hammer effect or something. The idea is that the skulls, the attacks, when they hit, they fire off the Omega. I know when you pick them up, they fire off your Omega, which is like a big burst effect. And so if you fire off all 6 of them in this case, and then you go pick them up, all of them fire that big burst effect. It does cost you your mana, your magic, whatever it is. But one of these gods has something to where that refills super fast. I want to say it's Demeter. I've had that build before, and I basically melted Typhon and Kronos with it. So I want to try to do that again. I think it also involves Apollo because he just turns your stuff explosive. I don't know. If you happen to know what god that is, or what effect that is, that would help a lot.
Ghastly thing.
Let's try not to stand in fire. Seems like a bad idea. Okay. Is there anyone else? My goodness, this stuff is Alright.
Message for me.
Judging by all his vengeful roars, Typhon must hate my father almost as much as Kronos does. But are they truly working together? A monster such as that couldn't possibly be taking orders from a Titan, or anybody.
Yeah, so the idea, I guess, is that Kronos took over the underworld, imprisoned Hades himself, and has opened the gates of the underworld, and as the Titan of time, and basically time itself, he's able to just continuously send all of the dead up to Mt Olympus and just constantly have a never-ending, infinite army just assailing them. Now, the Olympian gods aren't pushovers. They're repelling all of it and fighting it all off. They're counting on me, as Malinoe, to go down and deal with Kronos because, in this case, we're the daughter of Hades, so we are uniquely capable of getting in there, whereas they are not. We did find a way to survive on the surface, which I guess Hades and his family cannot usually do, but we're a witch, so we just do whatever we want. So we're going up to help Olympus at the same time, so we've got this two-pronged thing going on. And apparently part of Kronos' screwing around with everything is to, again, unleash Typhon, who at one point defeated Zeus and then got defeated by Zeus, so he's every bit the threat that he's presented as, and he's colossal and he's just a beast. So yeah, it really does seem like what's Kronos' plan here? It's like, okay, well, even if you succeed, you think you're gonna handle you think you're gonna handle Typhon, because he's just gonna come after you next, I'm pretty sure. But we're not gonna let that happen anyway. Alright, so what do we got here? Sprint is faster and inflicts daze on surrounding foes, maybe. Cast inflicts daze and deals a burst of damage before they expire. I'm gonna go with that, because we're gonna drop that on pretty much everything. That daze, I believe, makes them... Oh, what does it do? 20% chance to deal no damage. And we're going to keep dropping that on bosses. So that way, even if we get clobbered by something from, like, Typhon, there's a 1 in 5 chance it'll just do nothing. We just brush it off.
Let's have a look around.
Alright, we said Demeter next. We have to we have to clear 5 of these rooms.
More cutthroats. A boon.
Like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but We'd rather preserve our health that much to begin.
Are you on your way here to us, Flower? A journey that your mother made many a spring, but at a different time, whilst not beset by thuggish followers of a despicable Titan.
All right. Here it is. That's exactly it. Tranquil gain. After remaining inactive for a half second, rapidly restore your magic until you act. That's exactly what I need for that. Yes. It looks like magic restoration 100% every 1 second. That seems like a lot.
Yes.
Bam. Now, we're going to pursue some of those more explodey abilities that burn your magic. We'll be able to generate it effectively immediately. Super excited. Random.
The barrier's weakening.
Random enemy right there by the door. Alright, so we have 4 more chambers we can visit here. Let's see, we have some more Aphrodite. We have Selene, the moon goddess. There's Hermes. I can see Hestia down there. We'll be able to visit Medea, the witch. And then on the left, you can see we've got a boost to magic, which isn't going to matter as much anymore, now that we can just regenerate it all. And then you've got 2 centaur hearts, so we'd be able to get an extra 50 health. That's pretty tempting, actually. At one point, I had a game where I had 350 or 400 health or something. Just gives me a that kind of feels okay. That's a little bit more respectable.
So many different streets. Where else can we go?
Next. Got 3 more things I can do. I'm thinking, let's go with Medea next. She gives us some kind of acid that just...
Seawater?
It's like a curse on all enemies. It's pretty great.
Moss, was it? The most outrageous bit of hearsay has been wafting lately on the winds about what ails the mountain of the gods. You've been heading that way. What's going on?
If the hearsay concerned an ancient and enormous monstrosity looking to crush Olympus to pieces, assuming the Titan's legions don't achieve it first, it's not hearsay.
Oh my. Then I know which monstrosity you mean. And you intend to challenge him and all the rest? You're entirely mad, sorceress. But so's the world over.
I like Medea there. She's like, you intend to challenge Typhon? It's like, by this point, you've defeated Typhon a certain number of times, or at least I think you have. I don't know if the intent is that you pursued Hades enough times until you finally have to go to the surface, but that's okay. Alright, after a foe slain has a 20% chance to drop some healing or some gold. Do we want gold or do we want healing? I think we want the gold.
I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, we have a lot of ways to purchase health. So I think just generating vast riches is the play here. Alright, let's grab something from Hestia.
Heracles.
Heracles will hang
Working here,
out.
sister. Care to pitch in? Fine, but don't get underfoot.
Heracles, mightiest of men.
Prepare.
this looks like absolute chaos and madness, that's only because it is. I've definitely found that, to a degree, aggressive play and just being all over the place, because you're invincible during that sprint up. But especially with this weapon, getting away, firing off a bunch of projectiles, doing it all over again, not being there to get clobbered has paid off really well. So I'll be pushing the buttons like a lunatic who doesn't actually know the controls.
You made it out before. Cyclops must have caught your scent, though. He's strong, that one.
That's a ringing endorsement. Though you must be stronger still. Ever considered putting him to the test? Could save me a lot of trouble.
He's not my type. Besides, he's a spawn of the gods, just like you and me. It wouldn't be proper if we were all fighting all the time now, would it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be proper if all the gods were fighting all the time. That would be insane.
So, the Titan of Foresight slipped his chains and fights against us now. A pity that. Been on the outs with us ever since we caught him red-handed with my flames. Stole fire for the sake of mortal kind. Could have just asked me nice.
Oh, wait, so Prometheus stole fire from Hestia? I mean, that would make sense. She's goddess of the hearth. But she even says right there, caught him red-handed with my flames. Could have just asked me nice. That's funny. Alright, so we're going to take Slow Cooker. The more of the fire element we have, the more our attacks and specials boost up. So you have like the base damage, and then you've got like the 200% boost, for example, that multiplies that number. If you've played Balatro, it's kind of like your chips and your malt.
Stay strong, son of Zeus.
Well, he's hanging out here. I guess I can gift him something. But no. It's Aphrodite or Selene, I think. I keep wanting to say Selene because it looks like that, but it's pronounced differently here. Let's go with the Moon Goddess because that will give us something we don't have yet.
Shades, I release you. And now for you.
This is for you. The monster Typhon. He has known defeat before. He has since grown in size and strength and fury. Yet I hold to every faith you shall emerge victorious against him, little star. A goddess may cross your path.
Alright. Kind of like Moonwater for the healing, but we haven't needed it as much. But considering I died to Typhon last time, that's not a bad idea. Wolf Howl's not great. Yeah, Total Eclipse of the Heart here. Hex blasts a large area for 1,000 after 4 seconds, but outside of Typhon, nothing stands still long enough for me to actually hit them with it. So, I think we're going to pick Moonwater, and we'll just... I think we can heal ourselves. It's only 15, though. It's not all that much. I'm re-questioning that. Actually, no. I think Total Eclipse.
Total Eclipse.
The whole difficulty here is Typhon. He does stay in one spot. And so do the little mini bosses in his region, so we'll go with it.
Barrier down.
Go to Charon's shop.
Finally.
450 gold. That's not too bad. Have to get more. Alright, so we get another boon from
In the
Hestia.
name of Hades.
Alright, so it's just a common level boon, but Snuffed Candle deal more damage to foes nowhere near other foes. So basically bosses, I think, are by themselves, so we do an extra 15%.
They'll
These
burn.
percentages do add up. And yeah, we just got boosted, so 18%. It's just fine. Let's go chat with the Cyclops.
Somebody's there. You could have had my friendship, a couple of my sheep, but instead, you spit my eye.
I have done no such thing. I merely need access to the docks. Yet you insist on getting in my way.
Put yourself in my sandals. What would you do? You'd say, I don't like the way you're treating me. I am gonna eat you. I'll flatten you.
Oh, I guess he tries to grab you. Well, yeah, let's escape that.
All right, wake up, wake up. You're out there somewhere.
I was hoping he wouldn't move. So he's blind, I guess. And I'm just trying to... For some reason, let's not do that.
Shoveling?
Are you shoveling? Yeah. Don't mind me. That's kind of funny that they're not.
Getting a little tired of you, me. Time to walk this off. Was that? Where'd you go? I'm out.
So unlike the other enemies, I guess you don't actually kill the Cyclops. You kill everything else.
There it is.
But, oh man. Yeah, he just goes to sleep. Just kind of bizarre. All right, so our Chaos Boon changed into. Okay, it just gave us +3 of all the elements, which actually will help a lot of things. Because a lot of our other Olympian boons will be based on that. So something. Here we go. So now we have 6 fire. So our slow cooker is cranked up quite a bit.
Try another one.
Not a bad
maybe.
thing to trade off. We're going to switch over to Experimental Hammer Trinket. That'll give us one of those dataless hammers that'll last for 15 encounters. So definitely through the next
This
region.
then.
Gives us Mega Driver, which is... Specials launch us ahead faster and deal another 50% damage. I have attorneys here.
In the name of Hades.
Alright, so Racing Thoughts gives us a 25% increase to those Omega moves, or we can do Mean Streak. Every time we slay a foe, you deal more damage to the weapon for 45 seconds. That can be quite a bit during a boss fight where they keep summoning ads. I'm wondering if I might take that. Well, anything that just passively just adds to our strength as the fight goes on.
Next.
I see something of use.
Something of use. What is it? Oh, it's a fish. All right, well, let's fish.
Her eye detects a surface ripple there.
Caught out. Looks like a shrimp. Which way now?
Okay, perfect. All right, so we get to choose our course here, so we can get more gold, or we can get some increases for Seleni's boon, which we might as well do. We'll be able to unlock some secrets. I don't like it quite as much, but it has use.
For me.
Hex has plus 100 power. Yeah, let's do that. 20% damage in larger area. Alright, so here we go. This is why I want it. After using it, you deal plus 5% damage to this encounter. We can get that twice, so we'll do an extra 10% after using this. Also creates 3 smaller blasts that each deal 100 after a half second. So here we go. So there's a duo bond from Hestia here. Hex can be godsent. Rapidly inflict scorch on all foes until the blast. Cool. So not the worst thing I've ever had. Like the passive boost afterward, I think that's pretty much what I'm entirely after. So we're gonna. Neither of these are especially exciting. It's bones or ash, right? I think we're gonna go for the bones. It's just the general currency. Again, jump into the fire. Alright, so now we can pick Hermes or Hestia. I think I'm going to keep going with Hestia.
Need to get closer.
Hermes boons are fine, but as you might imagine, they're all about abilities. Sometimes that's not really what I need, especially for a ranged weapon. What I do need is fire at all times.
Hear me, on my authority.
So this one's kind of interesting. I've never used Heat Rush here, so we leave a trail of fire behind us that damages other people, and our burning is reduced to 1. But it's really rare, I think, that we run into that. Although, it makes me wonder. So damage you take from burning is reduced. You just take 1. So like right here on the boat, we can see there's fire on the screen, right? I wonder if that would work on Prometheus. He tends to put fire all over the place. That's not that big a deal. You just dodge it. But it makes me wonder. Probably not. That would be too great. We'll just take Flame Strike. Attacks will inflict Scorch.
Right.
And hey, that upgrades Slow Cooker even further. So where are we with that? Alright, so plus 14. Is there a way in... So in Hades 1, you can see all your stats at some point. Like, you can see how much dodge you had and the total aggregate number of, like, what your attack was worth. I can't seem to find that in here. Like, can you do that in this game? Because that would be really nice to know. One of these days, I'll just have to look it up.
The Black Flagship.
Right, you're not
Olympus, I accept this message.
Here we go. So this is what we want. Our Omega attack deals more damage. He uses a little bit of extra magic, but we regenerate that like crazy. Oh.
Charybdis, devourer of ships.
Fought Charybdis in a while. So used to fighting Eris. So now I'm like, oh man, how do I fight this thing? I guess I just wail on it. I mean, this... No. That does right there. Bam. That would be useless against Eris. It just flies all over the place. But these guys are pretty well anchored. Now, watch as I walk right into an anchored enemy's attack.
You'll soon be back for more, won't you? Olympus, I accept this message.
Cool, I have fun. Alright, so if we can find more health along the way, this is kind of okay. Doing an extra 10% damage per 100 life that we have. That we've only got 124 right now. So we're just going to do an extra 10%. But that is static. I think that's pretty well worth it.
Something
So again,
in the earth.
stack the multipliers.
The monster called Charybdis marked the doom of many unsuspecting ships, and in its ancient terror now despoils the sea-filled rift that has been slashed across the land.
How many ships have fallen to that thing? Mine.
It's kind of too bad we're going up to Olympus. I find that I'm missing Oceanus and badly Scylla and the Sirens. That would just be a fun treat for us to hear.
Change of course.
Bones. We'll take more bones. Get those ladies some bones.
Silence.
Alright, so if we can... We got a little idle here. If we can complete it, you know, basically defeat all the enemies without taking any damage, we can get 25 max health. Let's try it.
Think you can catch me?
We're second half is going to be worse off for traveling.
In shadow I serve.
Hey, we succeeded. Alright, so we are 49. Well then. And perfectly. Oh, hang on a second. Let's farm these cannonballs for, I guess, iron. And then here we go. We'll take some more. Love it. I'm gonna plan to together. I didn't even have plan. So I just called down the total eclipse thing. I didn't realize I could actually aim that. I thought it always came down where it was, but I seem to be able to... I'll try that next time I have it. Because it was... I just hit the button, but I was also pointing forward on the stick. That would change my valuation of that ability.
Hail,
Not by
boatman.
much, but slightly. Alright, so... Normally I would take the Hermes boon without question, but this extra 25% will get us to 200 health, and thus another 10% total damage.
Better.
Right here. So based on the... I think it's based on max... No, is it per 100 life or per 100 max life? I'm gonna guess max. I'm gonna choose to believe that. Oh, wait a second. So Charybdis wasn't... Alright. Charybdis wasn't the guardian boss in this whole thing. That was just a mini boss. Now we still fight Eris. Okay. I thought it was one or the other.
Just about everybody on Olympus giving you their best, huh? You must be very proud. The gods, they don't agree on much at all.
No, they do not. Yet when the need arises, they can set their differences aside. Something to try with your own kin.
You know who really gets what's going on up there? Ares. If anybody's brought that family together, it's the god of war. His cause, even I can get behind.
Theoretically, Eris should be on our side, but she's also striking incarnate, so she kind of doesn't care.
Here it comes! Alright!
I like how she's wielding the adamant rail from the first game. It's kind of a nice touch, because she, one of the, well, what do you call it, the aspects of it was named after Eris. This is kind of a nice callback.
Quiet. Let him out.
It worked. I just need it.
Come here, babe. Better run, babe.
That would hurt to see.
Race you home. All right, I'm going. Bye.
I like that. Race you home.
Get
When
out
you
of
get
here.
killed, the gods are immortal. They don't die. Well, they do, but they always reform and come back. So, at least in the first one, if you or Hades got killed, you go back all the way down to the House of Hades, and that was your game loop. Same thing's kind of true here. Eris gets killed,
you
so
go.
yeah, you get to go back. It's like an express trip to the rebuy screen.
Moving on.
I guess that's Elite Dangerous. An express trip to the Gulag. If you're into Warzone. There we go. Alright, so we're done with the hammer. I think... Let's see, we're on this. I gotta find who these other 3 trinkets are from. Like, I actually have no idea who these characters are. But I think we'll take the concave stone from Echo, so half the time we'll be able to take
The stone.
one more randomly. It only happens once, but it's a nice way to basically double boons, and I don't think there's a way that will work against us. Usually boons are all beneficial. And they aren't in such a way that might break the bracelet.
mortals made their sacrifices to the gods here.
So we can get a look at what we've got to ascend to get all the way up to the top there. I just thought that was kind of cool. Let's see here. Alright, so, as well, hang on, there's a little
The
description.
majesty of Mount Olympus lies half buried underneath a heavy coat of snow, which masks the scars and blemishes of a protracted siege.
Beautiful.
I believe it's narrated by Homer, I think. Malinoway said as much before. He seems to be aware of the narration, just
There they
like
are.
in the, just like Zagreus was in the first game. I always thought it was kind of funny. It took a while for that to get on, for me to enjoy that, because it felt like the tradition in video games where it's like, oh, the characters are snarky and it's all irony all the time. But Zagreus really grew on me, but that's because they wrote the characters just so well. I just loved watching his interactions, especially when you started hanging out with Theseus. Those are good times. Okay, let's see. Let's crank up our regular attack. So these are pomegranates, which I guess were the fruit of the gods. So they let you boost the level of what you do have. So we've got another pomegranate, or we have a centaur heart for another 25 health. I think I'm going to keep pumping up the health. Boosting things with pomegranates, or just palming it, they could say. It is nice. It's definitely noticeable, but I think I'm just going to try to keep my strategy of having more hits. Especially when I just take hits like that.
My claim.
I offer you a different path.
The hunt
So
begins.
this is really rough. So Chaos shows up and he's randomly got a boon for us, but the problem is
I've got a crystal.
you tend to have to take a penalty for like 4 or 5 encounters. And some of those penalties are severe, and I just don't know that we can afford that. The boons are really good, but sometimes it's like every time you attack, you take 4 damage. I'm like, well, that's not going to cut it. So we're going to skip that. Besides, one of the rooms has another Daedalus hammer. We might get the final exploding thing. We are fighting the dead attacking Olympus, but also the automatons that Hephaestus made. They're just going crazy. Just drop a moonbeam on them. I'm actually liking that a lot. Now that I know I can get it removed, that's fabulous. Alright, so we lost Mega Driver, so that 15 encounters thing finally expired. Alright, so Looming Ignition attacks gain 50% damage and blast size over 0.7 seconds before they explode, which is kind of nice. Volatile Ray, whenever your shells land, they deal 50% of your attack damage around them. Both of those seem kind of good. I think I'm going to just hang out with Looming Ignition, though. They both do the same thing. They both do 50% of the attack damage, but... And they do explode, right? Is that how this works? What is... think that'll work. We're fine either way.
How's that for you, Revol?
Yeah, and then the skull drops. Wow, I just spaced on how that worked. I've only played this a whole bunch of times. All right, so here, no brainer. We have to do a boss battle, but we get like an upgraded boon from Apollo. And there's a good chance, there's a 50-50 chance that we will get a second boon.
I'm back to put you out of commission again.
So we just gotta defeat Talos. You can see just how much damage our stuff is doing. That health bar just drops like crazy. That's what we're gonna do to Typhon. You don't get to see Typhon's health bar, but you'll actually see him degrade.
Returned from all her journeys across the world to lend her wisdom in our time of need. Where glows her heart flame, you shall also find my light. And together we can... Oh.
So we get a duo bond. So we're going to have Apollo and Hestia together.
Oh, shut it, Golden Boy. We don't have time for pageantry. Instead, how about we show your wee cousin there how we can light up the night? Won't do for her to wander in the dark.
It's like, we can light up the night. Won't do to wander in the dark. I guess, you know, I'm on Mount Olympus, but there's a huge storm caused by Typhon, so that's fair enough. Man, I cannot stop drinking this tea tonight. I don't know if you've noticed. The balance of honey in it is just perfect. Every sip is a treat. All right, let's see what we got here. Whenever you dodge or daze causes a foe to miss, we restore some health. That seems great. We're taking that immediately.
Sure.
And we haven't gotten the bonus boon yet. But yeah, since we daze is being caused by something, our cast is doing it. So, and if we find a magic way to dodge, which we're not going to anytime soon, that's pretty great. Just trust me. Because every enemy, especially Typhon, will have a 1 in 5 chance of straight missing us and healing us. Pretty cool and very much appreciated.
All right.
Something of value there.
So we can earn some moon stuff.
Show yourself by the light of the moon.
I don't know what's happening. Did the enemy just leave? Fix it. I've never once tried this. I have no idea what's happening. It's tough.
For Sister Selene.
Alright, so that's okay. We're going to get these boots. So that got us all the way to the end. So we have Devastation. Your Hex fires +1 blast 2 seconds after the first. Okay.
Hestia shall be notified at once.
And now Hestia's Scorch is also included in that. Alright, so we can buy a bunch of boons from Hermes.
Looking forward
right now,
to
it's
this.
going to cost us a lot.
We deliver. Surprise, surprise.
Alright, so sprint is faster. Well, that's when we're just running. And it dazes foes. Foes with daze take more damage if struck from behind. won't help us on Typhon, but doesn't seem bad. After Omega Cast, we won't be using Omega Cast very often, so that's...
What's for delivery?
I might regret this, but I'm wondering if we should buy a hermit. No, we're not going to. Never mind. Let's move on. Because we'd have to express order it, it was costing way too much. It's like Hermes Boots is not. Go see Dionysus. I missed him from the first game.
Still feasting.
I like how he's just got this leisure club here. That's like Mt Olympus is literally being assailed. Like Typhon is physically climbing up to the top right now. And, what's the Titan's name? Kronos is literally sending infinite legions of the dead. That doesn't stop Dionysus. He's like, all the more reason to celebrate.
You really are just passing through? Look at all these temptations in every form. The liquid kind, the sumptuous kind. But you're unmoved and undeterred?
Look, I would truly love to stay. Enjoy a beverage and a bite. Speak with all these doubtless interesting guests. But I can't. Don't you understand? Your mountain is burning.
Well, if it's burning, baby, let it burn, I say. But I don't want to argue anymore. I mean, it's just another form of fighting, yeah? So you go do your thing, and I'll do mine.
Okay, so I do try to pick these fated choices. I'm definitely not giving up my gold until the next Guardian, because I don't know... I guess that would be Prometheus. But there's a... Giving it all up now to earn 300 after Prometheus is not worth it. In each encounter, grape juice appears and grants power when used. Increase the base amount of damage you inflict. Okay. That seems cool.
Won't forget.
No. The concave stone made me pick the gold thing. Alright, so we just invested in some stonks, basically. Let's just hope and pray. We'll be fine. We can handle it. There's a grape juice there. That's kind of annoying. See, why couldn't I get a second boon out of this one? Alright, so Scorch Effect dealing damage faster is kind of okay, but I like this one. Gain a chance to dodge 4%, doubled against Scorch affected foes, which is going to be everybody we attack, because our attack inflicts Scorch, so we'll have a solid 8% dodge chance, combined with the 20% chance for their attacks to do nothing to us. We're in pretty good shape. That will let us heal 10 every time we dodge. That's what it was, right? What was that dual bond? I don't know. I'm never gonna find it. Whatever. Alright, so normally we would go to Charon's shop. We only have 72 gold, so we'll take this 3 Demeter boon. Before the Guardian or the boss
Get it,
encounter,
Hecuba.
you basically get a free,
Well done.
like an encounter-free room.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Let's see. When it's the damage of... That's not really... It's not that useful. Sprint forms a gust that lingers after you stop. Or when you clear enough encounters, a random boon gains rarity. Trying to think. We'll take that one. We'll definitely have 5 more encounters.
A brief word. It may have taken all your godly relatives, but they were able to resist the monster Typhon's wrath, despite the blunders that you made. Yet now you hurry back.
I realize this must be complicated for you, as someone whose loyalties are mostly to an eagle, but I am not about to let that thing destroy everything my family built.
You ought to choose your loyalties with greater care, and not let them be decided by birthright. Well then, come on. You have a summit and a family to protect.
I have no idea what some of his attacks do. I know that one's fire, so get out of that. Some things he telegraphs pretty bad.
Predictable for you, agent of change.
Let's see. 1,
Waves of flame.
1, 3. Maybe get some 3.
So that.
Yeah, trust me, I was just naming off the columns. Eventually there'll be 5 of them. The only way I can dodge it. Say them out loud. Keep getting great moves. I don't know what that is right now. Because I can't see the numbers.
To make you
3, 2, 3, 2, 3.
feel good.
Easy peasy.
Take them all!
I really gotta watch it because we're taking so much hits and I don't have any death defiance. So I don't get second chances.
If you could see what I've foreseen, you'd not believe it anyhow. This was to be my future.
Somehow managed that.
Good. Now we have 900 gold. I think I'm getting a little too careless because I'm assuming we hit
Not
harder than
even
we
the
do.
intense heat rising from the mountain's central hearth can entirely dispel the chill here in the air. A gathering storm, not wrought by gods, but something else.
Something friendly? Feather.
Something friendly. Hold to that. Alright, so we got a bunch of health back, but not enough. So I think we're gonna take the luckier tooth. So if we do die, we'll at least get a last chance. We'll be able to come back. All right.
Should get
Healing
here soon enough.
94. Man, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Give me that now. All right, so we're at full health. Boon from the Olympians right now.
Hear me, on my authority.
All right, so Passion Rush will let us inflict weak, but it doesn't last that long. It also damages them, though, so if we're dodging around, we're actually going to be hitting them. But I kind of like the spiritual affirmation to get a 20% bonus to life and magic. So let's do that. Puts us at 283. We just become a better person. How does that dodge thing work? Like, I didn't feel like we were gaining a lot of health from that. We had an 8% chance to dodge, and that didn't do anything. Oh, here we go. It describes here. So the grape juice gives your very next move plus 100 power, which is the thing that gets multiplied. So that's cool. So if our special gets cranked up to plus 100, and then we get a 200% minimal bonus on top of that. I mean, that's a number I just can't count to. So that's cool. And then I know here we go. Whenever dodge or daze causes a foe to miss, restore 10 health. And I just did not see any of that health coming in. Well, we'll get over it. So here we are up at the summit, and you would think, oh, well, this is cool. He gets to meet the gods. No, it turns out there are monsters everywhere. Go. Alright, we're being slaughtered right at me.
Well done there, Hecuba.
Excited for you guys to see Typhon. It's kind of cool. When you see Typhon, he makes me think of when I first battled Hades in the first game. I sort of thought Hades was going to be presented like Typhon is in this one. He wasn't, but you know, but it would be really cool. Right, yeah, let's go fishing. Why not?
Prepare, fishy. Come on out. Looks like a lamprey.
Alright, so we get another Demeter boon, or we get 3 palms. I think we're gonna go with the more boons, the better, I think.
That broodling again.
First we gotta spawn a Typhon. That'll teach him. It's kind of weird how this tone is so different once you get to the Typhon. Like the music has changed. All the monsters are just like freaking beasts. Like everything is fun and games until you get here. That seems kind of appropriate. I guess killed Zeus.
Foul creature. In the name of Hades.
Gather resources, gain some health. I don't know if we really super need that. You would think so, but I mean, I don't know. I think we're gonna take our Gale. Our cast create a gust around.
Life or death.
We use that certainly a lot more than we actually sprint.
accept this message.
Any gold you gain is worth more. More frequently. I think that'll work. We're gonna go on a spending spree just before Typhon himself, so that'll work. Let's go this way for another Demeter boon. We have to fight another monster.
That's what the eyes are meant to do.
That's not what I There are probably smarter ways to battle that boss. I'll be honest, I'm just kind of brute forcing him. Alright. Well, maybe we take the plentiful forage after all. So here's Charon's shop. So presumably this is our last stop.
Lord Lippy?
Lord Hermes?
All right, Em, I don't want to hold you up now that you're here. You've got important business after all. Just making sure you made it in one piece.
Still in one piece, Lord Hermes, but we'll see how long that sticks. Though who knows, perhaps Typhon will flatten me instead of tearing me to shreds.
Oh, that is grim. Although you know what else is? This entire situation we're in. I mean, look at this place. So how about we both get out of here?
Alright, so I get 2 Hestia.
Olympus, I accept this message.
So Scorch effects deal damage faster. I mean, I guess we'll take that. It seems like it's an upgrade slow cooker. That's right. Alright. I guess we'll take heat rush. It's kind of a tough call. And we'll take this armor, and we'll take the magic upgrade. What, full health? We have basically all the magic. Isn't our magic refilling?
Digging spot there.
Do not we have the... After remaining active for a half-second, restore until the act. Nah, whatever. Okay, let's open this door, and we'll say hi to Typhon. And then we'll just leave. Look at this guy. He's got a couple of feet. Look at this chaos. I was hoping to save that. There we go. I wanted to save that for him, but... Zeus.
I have arrived, Melinui. Now stand aside.
Not Zeus. Quickly now.
It's a kill. No, don't.
Protect the palace, everyone.
He's growing angrier, or weakening.
Oh no!
I don't think
That's
so.
fine.
Your time is over.
Oh, did we win? Oh, I thought I died. Typhon eradicated. Wow, I thought we... Seriously, I thought I was killed. I had 46 health left. Okay. Whew. So after all that...
A narrow victory, but still.
Yeah, I'll take a narrow victory over Typhon. That was kind of cool. Whew. So, yeah, we had Hades' spear empowered with a whole bunch of stuff. And now we gained something called entropy, which we need
Typhon's
to actually...
essence, the power to stop time.
Power to stop time. We need that to permanently destroy Kronos.
Thank you, Zagreus. Gygaros.
Let's go chat with Zeus. Let's
The
see what he's got
storm
to
shall
say.
pass.
Now, I wonder how the loop is going to work now that Typhon's destroyed. Because I guess we disintegrated him.
To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. Hermes probably already spread the news.
My niece.
Flower.
Oh, my good niece, you are extraordinary, truly. So far as we can tell, no trace of that monstrosity remains. The deed is done. Typhon is dead.
Got to be a weird concept of it. It's like Typhon is dead, but Typhon's like them, where they're immortal. Except this time, I guess somehow we unmade him.
My lord husband has been premature to declare victory before, so I shall not believe a word of this until I hear it from your lips. Perhaps not even then.
The father of all monsters is undone. Not merely dead, but eradicated, using the power of the Titan of Time and a bit of assistance from father's favored spear, Gygaros.
You hear that, Heredia? I told you young Meninui was certain to prevail on our behalf. Our family always triumphs when we stand together with a common purpose.
Yeah, that happens so often.
I remain utterly in shock. Well now, girl, if you have truly quashed that monstrous threat, then do prepare yourself for all of us to claim we never doubted you at any point. My lord husband is already starting.
If you had not believed in me, Queen Hera, then perhaps Typhon would have been here in my stead. So thank you all. And now an even greater victory is within reach.
The Titan Kronos. You mean to likewise destroy him using the methods you employed this very night?
If necessary. Though this power that you witnessed was for Typhon alone, and likewise what we planned for Kronos is fit only for him. The Deathless cannot be destroyed unless they threaten the very fabric of the weavings of the Fates.
The Deathless cannot be destroyed unless they threaten the very fabric of the weavings of the Fates. That's kind of interesting. Like, I wouldn't have thought the Fates had that much power in say.
No time for feasting till the other deed is done, then, yes? That's fine. The Titan's forces may grow far more desperate now, a possibility for which we ought prepare. We shall lend you all the strength we can for your own final assault. Fare you well?
Be well.
The storm has
talk to everyone
passed. That monster turned the weather such that not even Lord Zeus or I could stop it properly. But now he's gone, and we have you to thank.
So what Demeter's saying is interesting. Like Typhon's power was so great that even Zeus and Demeter couldn't stop the storm. That's incredible. That's wild.
Thanks are owed all around, Grandmother. Typhon gave in to the combined might of the gods. I merely concentrated our fell strength. Now to press this advantage.
Perhaps not even Kronos can withstand what you unleashed. But be careful, granddaughter. Make certain we shall meet again.
We will. Great Auntie Hestia.
Wait, is Hestia? Oh, these are the...
Tranquil music made by masterful Apollo reverberates throughout the palace grounds, piercing the grimness of the circumstances like an arrow of pure light.
He's good. Queen Hera.
Okay, she's reading off what the statues are, and that's why. I thought Hestia was here.
That monster, truly gone. You got him, forever. Not that my faith in you wavered since your initial victory, it's just, I still can't entirely believe it. So now for Kronos, then.
Now for Kronos, then. One encouraging result can often spur another, and perhaps all of you shall have a brief reprieve. I'm certain you could use it.
With Prometheus and such still causing problems, we won't be getting all too comfortable just yet. Especially not while our main foe is out there still. Go get him, Sunshine.
On it.
Should help you get home.
Now for Kronos. I'll be counting on your blessings, everyone. Return to Shadow now. Keep holding on, everyone. He's gone, Phrenos. The father of all monsters. Now but one major threat remains.
Now, I will say, like, Kronos is... I mean, he's pretty tough, but I don't think he's anywhere near as tough as what's his face? The thing we just eradicated, Typhon. At least you can see Kronos' hit points. Like, it got dicey. Like you saw, I was just throwing everything I had at him. I'm like, die already.
Getting crowded out there. More shades, guy with the horns. I don't like him, Mel. Not one bit.
As we grow in numbers, we grow in strength. What's your concern with that?
Don't like to share? Except this tent. I don't mind sharing it with you. Most of the time.
I'm honored.
You know, it's almost a little late for this, but I'm sitting there looking at the preview monitor on this side, and it's like, I'm like, my camera is over top of half the dialogue, so I'm like, well, if you can't hear it, you won't be able to read it, which is fine. I wonder if I should move myself to the left side of the screen. But really, I just want to wrap us up here.
The foul deed is done. Have no pity for that monster, only gratitude for yielding his power in his absence. Now you are ready for the final phase.
I like how destroying Typhon is a stepping stone. Like, as much of a monster as he is and such an existential threat, that's just a piece of the plan.
Before I depart, my brother asked something I didn't know how to answer. If Kronos is destroyed before all this, what exactly happens to us here and now?
Let us discover the truth of it together. I am certain only that this is not goodbye. The
conclusion of your task is at hand. Go. End this.
I'll see you again soon.
Get the culture.
Finally.
So I can make Dissolution of Time, which will be great. Re-energize the god statues on Mount Olympus, which you may then use to repel your foes. I have seen some of those. I think I did, yeah. Well, that'll be kind of a cool thing to use in the future. Well, let's encamp both of these things.
Gods and goddesses upon Olympus, fight. So mote it be.
So mote it be is such a weird phrase. Like, it's probably completely, perfectly accurate and everything. It's like so may it be or something, and maybe that's the grammar of how that works. I guess whenever I hear the word moat, it takes me back to World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade. Like, I don't know how many of you all farmed like moats of fire so you can make primal fire. I think that's how it worked. That was awful. It was fun, but awful.
You may proceed.
Time overstepped his bounds, which cannot stand. He shall be stopped, as the three fates had planned.
'Tis done. Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos. So I think the idea is that, just like with Typhon, now I go back and kill him for real this time. And I don't even know if he suspects anything. He's like, oh, yeah, you killed me. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. And then we'll be like, well, you see, the funny thing about time, and then we'll have to cook up a really good line, like time's up, or something really campy. We might stick with time's up. Good heavens, look at the time, or something like that. We'll think about it.
Could use the bones.
Oh, hey.
All right. You know what I'd also like to do is to find a way to freaking wake the bastard. He's sleep incarnate, which is fine, but it seems like he could really help us.
Oh, olives.
Who am I kidding? He probably wouldn't at all.
How are you holding up, goddess? My instinct is to celebrate the death of Typhon, but I never forgot the first man I slew. Or the light left his eyes.
Typhon sought destruction, and he got it. I won't rejoice in the outcome, but won't lament it either. Especially when there's more left to be done.
You have the right approach. We'll have time to recount every choice and consequence when all of this is over, but for now, best to press on and finish what you started.
I intend to.
Oh, because I picked some stuff. All right. We're just unlocking stuff. And just
Felt your words.
Sort of wrapping things up as we go. So interestingly, so far as I know, so Hecate here is the headmistress, I guess, that like taught us all the witchy stuff. But as far as I can tell, so Hecate is herself a Titan. So she's on Kronos' level in sort of the power and hierarchy and everything. But when the Olympians, like Zeus, Hades, everyone else, challenged the Titans and just basically obliterated Kronos and the first time, but didn't permanently kill them. Hecate sided with the Olympians, and so when Zeus became the king of the gods at that point, he actually made Hecate like a goddess over like magic and all kinds of stuff. Like she actually was super duper important apparently. I don't think I ever heard of her before this. So I'm like, who's this lady? You know, how can she do all this magic? And I think it's because again we're dealing with a Titan here, and that Titan is teaching us magic that we probably wouldn't have access to otherwise. I mean, we broke the sort of the bindings that pinned us to the underworld. You know, if Hades had known about that, I don't know. Actually, Hades probably liked existing in the underworld, so I don't think he would have used it. Certainly Zagreus would have availed himself of it. So we've just got this unique skill set here, and probably would never have known of it had Kronos not escaped and set all this in motion and apparently irritated Hecate. It'll be interesting seeing how that plays out, like what that motivation really is.
Hey, they're saying you got rid of Typhon for good. Don't believe a word of it. What really happened up there?
Got rid of Typhon for good is a concise way to put it. Involved a rather complex incantation called Disintegration of Monstrosity and some other details best left unspoken. But yes, I do believe he's gone.
He's immortal. He can't just be gone, and if he is, why not just do the same to Kronos? Or to anybody who stays on your bad side long enough?
That's an interesting question, Nemesis. Boy, it's like, oh, you want to know.
We've something else in store for Kronos. As for everybody else, they haven't crossed me quite as much just yet.
Yeah. Just let that be a lesson to you, Retribution Incarnate. Actually, this would be up Nemesis's alley.
Yet. Huh.
I think we're just about done here.
It's finally time. Death to Kronos.
There's nothing else to unlock currently, so let's bamf on out of here. You'll return to the main menu. Yeah. It's such a fun game. I don't know if it's quite as fun to watch as it was to play, but it truly is a blast to play. One of these days I'll get the hang of running this show and do it a little bit more properly here. Let's stop that track. Switch it to our proper ending. I hope you had a good time with that too. I was really I was both excited and then really worried that we were not going to pull off that Typhon kill tonight. It'll be interesting watching that in the VOD later. I might see if I clip it or something like that. I seriously thought we were dead the second time today. I wasn't upset. I wasn't gonna throw anything. I might have like taken the controller and gently set it down. That would have been how irritated I was. But we did do it, and I'm really glad we did. So I think, yeah. If you had a good time with it, by all means, let me know. Do the traditional obligatory things, you know, the like, the subscribe, the follow, the comments, I don't know what else you do on YouTube. But definitely let us know that you're having a good time with it, and then you want to see some more of it. Because I would not have a problem with doing another Hades run and taking out Kronos live. Like, for good, for realsies. I have no idea how that's going to turn out. And I'm kind of wondering if we'll get an ending cutscene, given the magnitude of what we'll be doing. Because I also suspect that it's going to open up more or less post-game and perhaps some story stuff too. Like, I've seen little pieces of like post-game content in looking up build ideas for how to do this, and I'll be kind of interested because we have a quest that's already, you know, free the 3 fates, so they got to do something with that. It'll be interesting, meeting them and seeing if they change the gameplay somehow. But again, the whole point of the game is to play it over and over and over again. So somehow Typhon might come back. And somehow Kronos will have to come back. But we'll see. Yeah, we might do another one. I would look forward to that. All right, well, thank you very much for joining me tonight. It's time to head out. Have yourself a quality evening. We'll catch you next time.